Sorry. It just kind of went poop and popped out, and then it popped back on by itself. So I don't know what that was. A hiccup in the system, I guess. My apologies. So let's see. We still got a lot of this stuff down here to look at. Like so much, so much, so much. So this looks like another shower. Well, they've really decked that one out. This is like a number of hammers being used to represent the little shower nozzle up there. And then the private toilet area. You still able to hear me, Samson? I don't know if it's working proper now. It just kind of went poop and kind of disrupted things. But here, I guess, it's supposed to be like a little game, strategy game or something. The TV and have like a little other tool kind of stuff. Little sleeping quarters for guests, I guess. Not very accommodating, but oh, thank you. I don't know what happened there. It just kind of quit on me, and I just heard a little ding dong, and then everything was gone. It's like, what? But I didn't have to click anything. It just automatically reconnected itself, so that was weird. Here's like a little doctor's lab, and like where they're studying some stuff. It looks like they took somebody's heart out, and that's good. Bucket's not good either. Mop and bucket in the hospital area is never a good sign. Let's see. Again, following through with their little around their couches. Nice little makeshift couches and coffee tables there. Little personal bar. Getting kind of dizzy going around because I'm not sure what all I've seen or not seen. I think that's everything. I think. So yeah, that is Summerly Estate by Julieta Dreamrant. So let's just see if there are any others we can find. I'm just going to be picking some at random. So be aware that some of these we won't be able to get into because the owners have not adjusted the entrances. So some of them that are like this, that are built in a specific way that we just might not be able to get inside, which is the case here. The entrance is actually inside there, and you can't get in. So we'll see if we can hunt some random ones up. I'm just kind of going by the names and ones that I don't recognize. Check it out and see what it is. Some of the names are a little weird, but wow, that's again not going to be able to get in, I don't think, because of the way it's built. Makes you wonder what's on the other side, doesn't it? Like, I guess this is supposed to be like a pool with a little boat or diving board or something. I guess it's a diving board. There you go. Right into the water. It might kind of hurt diving from that. Let's see. Well, they got this out here. I wonder if there's a way to get in from over here. Either that or they just added this in as an afterthought. Maybe I can get in from the roof. Oops, I just looked right through. We're in. Wow, look at this place. How crazy is that? A lot of elven stuff. They just made it really wild looking. But you know, that's part of the fun of these kind of things. It's the fun. You know, you go to one plot and it never looks like anybody else's. Let's see what they got inside. Just kind of a simple. I like the way they've done this here. They've changed it up. You got a simple dining area, and then you got this little tunnel here. You know, a lot of times people will just leave the tunnel as it is and just kind of add some decorations on the side. Don't even think about changing how it's set up, and they've actually gone and made it their own. And this is definitely an Orin bed for sure. Hey, Grifter. Welcome to the show. We're just doing some random visiting on PTR. Nothing special or specific. Look at the ceiling on that. Just some of those loftite crystal and exonite tree, I think. Give it that funky golden glow. More than likely a work in progress kind of thing going on here, so don't be too hard on the people that I'm showing off here. Baby got back. I don't know about that. Again, I'm randomly going to places, so they're not guaranteed to really have anything on them. So if it doesn't look interesting, I'll be zipping back out. I went through a few this morning, but and yesterday, but yeah, this doesn't look too interesting. No offense to the owners, it's just we're looking for some specific. Let's see. Fringe Fairgrounds sounded promising, but I'm getting an error on that one, so apparently it's not that amazing. There was a house that I wanted to show earlier. It was a spaceship, but I forgot to note down the name, and then I went inside it, and the name disappeared, so I can't remember what it was. I'm hoping to see that one again, but no promises. Now, I'll just save hers for later. For a live tour. Yes, yes. Oh, that's why I usually don't do these random visits, because you never know what you're going to find. It's like, ew, this is ugly. Let me leave here. And I don't really want to make anyone feel bad. It's just we're looking for some specifics kind of stuff. But yeah, it's pretty much like that. I mean, no offense, but your stuff is sucky. It's one of those things. Oh gosh. I'm gonna have, you know, not a fan base, I have a hate base. People don't want me coming to their plot. I actually have somebody that's already told me, don't showcase my stuff, don't list mine, because they didn't appreciate me saying that theirs weren't quite up to my criteria here. This is a little weird. Arena, pillow arena, maybe it's for a pillow fight, I don't know. It kind of reminds me of like how they had the sandbag stacked, but then you think they use the sandbag, so I don't know what that is. It's kind of weird. What is out here? This forest. Nicely done forest. Not too overcrowded. You can still see stuff going on. Let's see if there's anything in here. And like 2 seconds later, I'm out of here. I am so mean. There's a little bar. And wow, look, they like, I like when people take the time to fill up the little shelves and stuff rather than leaving them empty. I don't know what my pig is doing there, but here's like the little kitchen, I guess. Little lounge area. I guess that's the stage here. Dancers, performance, poetry recital, whatever you're gonna do, I guess. Is that so, Grifter? Well, you know, there's always someone that can do it better. Do what you can. You know, even if you don't feel like you do it. Look at that weird door shape. Kind of funky. I might have done that out of necessity, but here's a interesting little bathtub situation. But yeah, even if you don't feel like you're very talented, it's like the housing contest that they held. I kept telling my guildmates, I don't care if you feel like your stuff is junky. If you've spent time on it and you just want an opportunity for people to see it, you know, if you decide to change it later or something, you know, just, you know, the worst that can happen is they go, you know, well, you didn't win anything. That's not too horrible. Money pile, I'm rich. I think this is the Dragon Horde replica, not the actual treasure pile. The treasure pile has all the like the bases and the gems and all that. And this one, this is the one I used for the popcorn. Like my buttered popcorn. I shrunk it down and said, here, here's your popcorn. Let's see, do I want to open that? I guess it's a trap for whoever might come and steal their buttered popcorn. Oh gosh. Okay, let's see. So we saw the bar and the stage. Let's go down into the tunnel. And wow, there's some big pillows here. They are pillow fans. So yeah, just another home. Got a few nice little things. You know, that's some of the things I find in, on live. I'll come by houses and they'll have like one little bit that's really cute, and it's like, well, all right, thanks, Grifter. Thanks for dropping by. You have a good night or day or whatever it is. Let's see. Let's try this one. Just randomly clicking. See what we see. Now, I don't mean anything personal, but when you got something like this sticking out, or there's a bed just laying out in the grass, that's kind of my clue to think, maybe not. Because, you know, one of the first things I look at is the title. If it's always my home, mi casa, or even it's like awesome home or most awesome home or something like that, a lot of those I kind of avoid just as a rule of thumb. I look for things like it says hidden lot forest or something like that. Man pad. Some of these are a little weird. But Bizarro Land, let's check that out and see how bizarro it is. But sometimes it's disappointing because you catch a name and you think, oh, this is going to be awesome, and either they just haven't gotten around to doing anything with it, or it's completely not. It's like there's a plot on live. I think it's called A Banana, the plot name. And the plot is really a great plot. I love uh, visiting it, but the name of it just doesn't do it justice. It's like, why would you call it a banana? But that's what it's called, and there's a stairway to nowhere. Strange stuff, but you know, this is Bizarro Land, so I guess that's what we're supposed to expect. Strange stuff. Woo! Had some power on that jump. Sometimes I just like going and seeing like the decor. Sometimes you wonder, like this is an example of one that was around in the earlier days that was able to claim this Elven holographic thing multiple times. You can't do that now because they're considered unique, which is unfortunate because people have come up with some really nifty ideas to use those with, especially the bottoms with the glowy part on it. And you just can't do that anymore because you can only get one. I was around when you could claim more than one, but I only ever claimed one. I'm kind of glad about that though, because then I would be afraid to, I would have to incorporate that into every build I did because I wouldn't want to put them away. A Tale of Two Omnas. That sounds interesting, doesn't it? Wow, look at that. It's like a cupcake squished in there. Happy birthday. What kind of weird. I guess it's supposed to be he's dead or something? I don't know. Giant lop. Talk about weird. Crashed spaceship. This is what you get when you're able to oversize things. Incredibly huge. The problem with going incredibly small, which you can do, is the distance rendering. If you get a certain distance away, you start losing those little details. I've been having trouble with that with the plot I'm building for a guildmate. A lot of the stuff I've been adding, if you walk a certain distance away, it just kind of, you don't see it anymore. Which is unfortunate, but I have no idea if there's actually a house here to get into. I suspect it's buried underneath this big blob of whatever this is. So yeah, that's there's an interesting plot for you. Strange. Let's do a couple more, and then I think we'll call it a good time for today. Let's see. Excuse me. I still haven't seen the one that I wanted to visit earlier, which is sad, but it happens. Some of these, while they might have interesting names, they're actually places that are on live on Jabbit, and I don't want to visit them here. I'd rather visit them there. They're worth visiting. This is the Absolution plot. Interesting little setup here. You see, that's what I mean by, you know, maybe the rest of the plot doesn't look interesting at all, but something like this, just this little idea they've put together. Someone could come visit and, oh yeah, I'm at Flushmore. I think I visited the other day. It was interesting, to say the least. If you want to look at it, you have to go on the PTR, Samson. But it's little things like this that someone could come and visit and think, that's not a bad idea. Maybe I can use that in some way, or have that inspire me to build something of my own. And that's why even houses that may not have a full build kind of thing going on, there's still little bits you can take and have it kind of urge you in a certain direction, whatever you may be building. See what we got in here. Just keep going up and up and up. There's like a roll bridge or something. Captain's chair. They got their little pet in there or something. Little pet cage. I half expected a carrot to be in there because usually tend to be the ones that. Here's a nice little shower. See what I mean by how the smoke doesn't stay contained in there, so it looks a little weird for certain situations, depending on how you use that. It's a good effect. I wish we had more effect type of things. In fact, I really wish it was just the effect without the little light, so that you can kind of just have those bits, affecting just certain places. Here's a little bedroom reading area kind of thing. Managed to squeeze in a lot of stuff in the spaceship. Yeah, I already went there. Okay, so back downstairs, second floor. Dining. See, cute little couch. Two pillows. The jiggling is just because of the way that my camera is zoomed out. It's a little cantankerous when the ceilings are low. Keeps trying to adjust the view, I think, so. Doesn't have anything to do with the graphics itself, it's just my. Oops, somebody got in trouble. Put them in there with the bucket. Bucket for the bathroom. Exercise room. Other little personal quarters. And I guess this is the engine room with all the special stuff. A lot of interesting pieces for that. I mean, for someone that's looking for ways to make some kind of a little engine room, control room, monitor room kind of things, is good inspiration on looking for anything that sparkles and blinks and shines and moves. The pig's just going nuts. He's just body rolling the face with a little keypad. Okay, one more. If I see Mount Plushmore again, I'll go to that just for you, Samson. Chances of it coming up again is not high, but it's possible. I don't see it. I'm gonna pick one here soon. Excuse me. Be nice to end on a good one. If we can. No promises though. I'm just not seeing it. I would go to Kelsum's place, but I went there earlier and it's one of those boxed in and I couldn't figure out how to get inside there, so no able to do that. That one sounds promising. So let's just check this one out. Wow. Picked a good one, didn't I? Temple of the Void Star. This is a good one. I mean, you can tell. I mean, it's like massive. So, in theory, you would come in, the teleporter would be here. I come in right here, I guess. So right away, we've got this super grand. Let's see if I can get a good shot of this structure here. So let's see, is that like, is this? Look at the little graveyard. I gotta take a look. Because a lot of people are gonna be looking to be building a lot of these, you know, just considering the holidays that are coming up. So take inspiration from any graveyard scenes and spooky houses that you can. We don't really have too many of the spooky houses on Javit yet. I've seen a few, but not any like full-fledged full plot. I mean, there's like maybe a handful at the most. But I have seen a few homes with little graveyard scenes that would work really well for a spooky house kind of build. So this is a good chance to kind of, that's just a Chua shelf plop down there. To kind of looks like a casket, doesn't it? It's like just weird. And this is, I think, a Draken bookshelf or some kind of shelf. The one with the swords and stuff sticking out of it, like it's like a pin cushion kind of thing, and they've just used it as like a grave topper. But notice they've, you know, used the little bust here of Malvolio for a topper on one of the headstones, just to kind of give them a variety. This one's overgrown with grass, so you can't see all of it. Some are sunk in, some are up above. It's just a good way of using the same decor piece over and over, but making it unique enough where it doesn't look like it's just a crackerjack kind of graveyard. It's just over and over. This, wow, look at that. Like storage alcoves and things. Love the columns. The columns, a lot of people like to do those with the pillars, just make a little design. With the pews, benches, and 2x4s combo for that. That's just really grand. That's a really big book. I could like be sandwiched in that thing. It's so big. Look at that. But you know, if you're going for grand and everything, this is the ideal way to do it. That's for sure. That's creepy. Look, they added eyeballs to his picture. That's wrong. That's just weird. So on this side we have, it looks like a meeting hall of some sort. And maybe it's where they do all their conspiratorial plots. I don't know, it kind of looked like a church, but it could be something else. It could be just a grand hall of some sort, or some guild, or hey, here's the little chess game. with bowls. And they really took the time to make the actual chessboard with the dark and the light. So maybe they, you know, come here and have games as a guild. Chess or checkers or something. Yeah, I imagine they're really looking to expand on this when free-to-play goes live. See if I can on the edge here and get a good. Oh, my pig's floating. Look at him. Get a good shot of this eyeballs. This is creepy. This very huge. Let's see. Go back down. We'll take a look at the other side. And remember, this is all on the exterior. What do we got here? This is like a little strategy board where I have like this little army here, and there's that army, and planting where everyone's got their little bits. That's kind of nifty. Like a war table. They got all the parts. Storage. Always got to have the storage. Some kind of strange and unnerving altar there. So yeah, that's that, I think. I don't think there's anything hidden back here. Pretty amazing though. Lucky draw on random visiting. You know, that's why I like to random visit, because you never know what you're going to find. So that's like this little alcove, you know, makes it look like, oh, it's, you know, just, but then there's this. You go into the interior. Let's see, let's make sure there's nothing else out here that I want to see. See, like this. I almost missed this. Nice little porch. Little campfire area. Patio. Look at the little grill. I think that's one of those Osun vents. That's a good idea. I will chalk that in my memory for later. Got the wine and chilling in the bucket. And here we got the hot springs. Another little lounging area. Oops. That's okay, so now we'll go inside and see what's in here. Well, now, wow. See, now we went to a house earlier that had an aquarium, and they did a good job. But see what a difference the hovering medical cots can make with that. It just gives the water some life. I think that's what the other one was lacking. Because theirs, I think, was more full of plants. If we could combine the two ideas, the one's full-on build of plants and everything, and this one's effects idea, combine the two, and you have like the perfect aquarium going on. Both are great, but you know, you just kind of step it up even more. Here's a guess he's watching something a little racy here on the TV. Got the little bow, the grunt, I think that's what that's called, the grunt. A strange little, I don't know what this is. He's got the mannequin here, so I'm guessing it's some kind of At first I thought it was like a fireplace, but I guess it's a stage because they got the spotlight on it and it's all lit up and fancy, but wow, it's almost blinding. Okay, and here's little den area. Cute, sweet. It did good with the color matching and everything. And then here you've got your kitchen area. Look at the little wine rack here. The others, you know, they had some similar stuff and they've just changed it, made their own design. It's a very nice way of doing it. You've got your cooking books and everything in there too. Again, metal edged blocks and long boards, drawers, and cabinets. Looks to be a tank or maybe the chimney piece for the main part of the table, and then they got the brown round table just to kind of top it. And then the little bar. And then a little bathroom with a shower, a hazard comb for the shower head. Interesting. Okay, so into the doors we go. What else we can see? A little bedroom area. Say little, that bed's pretty big. And then like a little office space. A little sneak peek of what's going on down there. So I guess it's kind of like a little club area for the guild. The serious stuff is upstairs, and then down here is when it kick back. But yeah, it looks pretty good. I'm glad we found this, stumbled across it. Interesting stuff. A lot of good ideas. Hopefully people can, you know, see it and take it away and say, hey, you know, I might could do something with this for mine. That kind of thing. That's what these tours are all about anyway. So yeah, that's, I think that's going to be it for today. Today's Tuesday, so that means Wednesday. Tomorrow we'll be having some official live tours. Tomorrow is Exile's turn, and I'm really excited about showing off some of these homes. We've got some really unique ones coming in. Some of them have been entered into the Geeks of Nexus housing competition, which is now closed for submissions. They closed up, I guess it was last Friday, and they're going to be spending the next couple weeks touring all of those homes, and on the 20th they will announce the winner. But as part of my tours things, I thought, hey, you know, I'm going to visit some of these places because I really don't know if they're going to be filming as they go through and do their judging. So I thought it would just be a good idea to capture some of them. So if you'd like to join in for that, whether it's in-game or just, you know, sitting in chat and listening or whatever, feel free to join me tomorrow at 1 p.m. CEST time. And then probably Thursday we'll get back to Project Silverthorn, which is a custom build that I'm doing for a guildmate of mine. I've kind of taken a break from it. Mostly I just haven't had a lot of time the last day or so to get back into it, so I really haven't. I haven't even logged on to the live game today. So hopefully this afternoon and tomorrow I'll be able to do a little bit more stuff on it, and we can get back into it. So doing some live building on Thursday. But until then, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, a wonderful week. And again, if you know of anyone or if you yourself are looking for a CBT code for, you know, either EU or NA for the closed beta, let me know, because I have some codes. I do have a limited number of them, but I do have some for both regions. If you know of anyone or if you yourself need one, just give me a holler. message me on Twitch. Would probably be the easiest because that one kind of gives me a notice. You could contact me via the official forums as well, but probably for those that aren't into the game yet, Twitch would probably be the easiest. So just message me there if you're looking to get into the closed beta testing. Because, like I said, the free-to-play goes live on the 29th of this month, so now's the time to get you in if we can, and hopefully we can get a lot of those passed out. Um, I don't require anybody to follow the channel or jump through any special hoops. Just drop by and say, hey, I want it, or I need it, or for a friend, or whatever. Either live on the chat while I'm streaming, or just, like I said, message me on Twitch, because the more I can pass those out, the better. So yeah, I think that's it. Thanks for joining. Thanks for the follows. I appreciate all the support and everything. And duly noted, Samson. I'll not be all sad and teary-eyed if you're not there tomorrow. I'll try and give a shout out, maybe, because I expect you'll probably be in surgery, or at least recovering from it, if not already. But hopefully that goes well, and drop by when you can later on in the week or whatever. But until then,